Hey, hi everybody. It's Rosalin Krieger from Word Warrior Communications, and I am ready for the biggest August ever for you. And I'm going to have a special series of videos just on helping you decide and find the English tutor or coach or expert who is best for you or your daughter, son, cousin, neighbor, whatever. Will have you covered. Now, this part's really unusual. I don't think many people think, people say they want an English tutor or English literacy specialist, but have you asked yourself, are you the right person to look for one for yourself? Are you the ideal candidate? Are you ready? So I put together a checklist to really find out if you are ready to hire and work with a skilled professional to elevate your language, your writing, your speaking, your thinking, and so on. So here's my checklist. There are 7 things which I want you to think about and answer them honestly, because deciding to work with a tutor or a coach or professional takes real serious commitment and investment and belief in oneself and a journey. So ask yourself, number one, do you have the right mindset? Meaning, do you realize the work that it will be involved in really investing in improving, for example, the way you read? I do what I call a technique called close reading, which really goes beyond just a surface reading. Are you willing to commit to that? Are you willing to commit to working consistently, setting goals and meeting those goals? So ask yourself that. Do you have really the healthiest mindset to work with the tutor? And number two, are you ready for the commitment? This is the C word that most people say they're ready for, think they're ready for, but actually aren't. To work for real transformation, to build and hone certain skills, especially your writing, your thinking, your speaking skills, takes commitment. And the other C word, it takes consistency. Like anything else, you want to be a champion server, you want to be the next Serena Williams, you got to have commitment. That's number one, commitment and consistency. That's a really important part of your mindset. And also, those two things are connected to how much you value yourself. So the next letter is V. Do you value yourself? Are you worth the investment? Is your son or daughter, are they worth the investment? What's more important, for example, 6 months of coffee at a Starbucks or 6 months of expert instruction that'll help your daughter or son or you really get those necessary life skills. I call literacy skills communicating effectively and reading deeply and problem solving and being able to speak clearly and critically. I call those life skills. You need those skills to negotiate your way successfully into the world and in any situation. They carry you throughout your whole life as you develop them. So ask yourself, what do you value more? Again, here I'm not making any value judgment. What do you value more? Your child's education, your self-improvement, or money spent elsewhere on material things, that really won't feed your mind, body, and soul and help you be more successful. Another thing is be open to expert advice. Remembering the person you're hopefully hiring, someone like me, is the expert. So, for example, it's very problematic and shocking to hear things like, well, I'm going to have my 16-year-old neighbor go over my essay. I don't need your help anymore. You find too many mistakes. Well, the reason I find more things that are not working with your writing is because I am an expert. In addition to being a native speaker, I have a master's degree, I have 15 years, that's 1 5, 15 years of experiencing, of, of critiquing papers, going through them with a fine-tooth comb. I worked as a grader at York University and elsewhere, so I am the expert. An expert who continues to grow and hone her expertise and always finds it problematic when people say, you know, what do you really do? Well, it may look easy, the way Roger Federer's tennis game looks easy, but behind that are hours and weeks and months and years of work and still skill, commitment, and dedication. So remember this. Remember, very important. And also, if you are serious about the commitment, you have the mindset, you value what someone like me brings to the table, put the money aside for it. I was so happy to hear that I'm working with a new client. She's renewing, and she said, Rosalin, part of my tuition is your fee. I've set aside with my partner money, tuition, and part of coming to you for all of our, writing needs and skill development. So you are now part of our education budget. So do you have an education budget? So think of that. Make the money for it. Find the money. You can if you understand the value of literacy skills, how they're going to help you or someone else you love in the world be successful and come out in a bigger, better way and be real contributors. And also, um, think about other things. But oh yeah, resources. Yeah, resources. You're the person, ask yourself, do you have the resources? So altogether, the mental, financial, dare I say, spiritual, emotional resources and commitment to the whole process. So before you start looking for a tutor, you're gung-ho, which is great. Please seriously think about all the criteria I talked about to find the person, if you are really truly committed, to find the person who's the best match for you. But bear in mind that more than anything, the person you want to work with wants you to be in the healthiest, committed mindset. Because nothing she can do in terms of accountability, assigning homework, teaching, can get you or your daughter or son to do the work that needs to get done to get you from that, place of being in pain and uncertainty to a place of knowledge and confidence and being a bigger force in the world. So this is Rosalin Krieger, and I really hope these tips will help you decide if you're the right candidate. You or son or daughter are the right people to find an English tutor, an expert to help take you and your communication to the next level. Take care. This is Rosalin Krieger. Look for me all this month, August 2014, for more really helpful tips because I want everybody to make this in August to remember. Look for me on Twitter, and also you can watch my videos now on YouTube and my website, rosalinkrieger.com. So look for me this week, and really, I hope you'll take these tips seriously because it's a serious commitment. Anytime you strive, you long for excellence. It's a journey, not a sprint. It's about consistency and not luck. And it's about commitment to a process that really is worth the investment in terms of time and money and effort. Believe me. So take care. Talk to you soon.